What's going on, guys? EirronJ, and welcome to a brand new series on the channel. I know after complaining so much about FC24, I'm making a brand new series on FC24, and it's on Ultimate Team. We are doing a semi-hardcore Road to Glory. It's going to be a bit different to the Project Philogene. We are going to choose our starter pack as Germany, which is going to be a little bit different to what we normally do. What I thought is, with the Philogene one, the way the team's gone, like, I mean, we've used the same team for a few episodes now, but the team that we've got is sort of like a meta team. We've got some players in there that everyone's got and that everyone uses. Alright, we did pack them, but it's we've sort of fallen into the trap of just using the meta cards, and it's kind of a little bit boring. Now, I could make a non-meta team with, you know, the players I've got, but I think having Philogene have to be in there all the time kind of means that we need to sort of have a meta to get the right chem. I'm going to choose the Lecker kit here because, and oh, look at that, we got a Bayern Munich kit as well. So we'll go for the Bayern Munchen kit as well. I completely forgot we had to select the kit and the badge. I thought it just gave us random ones. We will choose the England badge as well. As I was saying, there is our starter team. But yeah, with the Philogene being in the team, we sort of have to have a few meta cards in there as well. And we got really lucky with some of the players we packed, like right from the rip. So we didn't really struggle in the higher divisions, like Div 10, Div 9. We sort of got like a really good team to start with. And I think, have we just been given like a good pack to start with? I think that just said that we've got an 83 player pick and a bunch of loans. It did. Okay, so we've got a couple of packs to open straight away. An 83 times 3 and an Ultimate Team welcome pack. And I forgot that it pops up every 2 seconds with little tips and stuff on a new account. There it is again. I'm going to have to keep spamming past these. I completely forgot that you get all this type of stuff. I didn't realise you get all this type of stuff with the loans and that kind of thing. So what I'm going to say is, we're not allowed to use any loans in this series either. Make it a little bit harder for ourselves. So we'll choose all these players and all that kind of thing. And we might use them in moments and that kind of stuff. But we can't use them in official games, whether that be squad battles, whether that be div rivals, champs, that kind of thing. We have to use the team that we've got, the best possible team that we can make with what is in the club. So, some more rules then. We cannot use the transfer market for players. And let me just see who we get in this pick. Nice decent. We get Milenkovic there as a radioactive card, which I mean, I'm happy we've got that, but I'm kind of annoyed that we've got such a good player so early on as well. He's obviously going to have to go into the team, and we're going to get another 3 semi-decent players as well, as this is, I think, the Man City, what's the name? Shaw. Yeah, I was not going to get that. So we've got Shaw. Who else have we got? Anyone that we can throw in the team? All females, none of them German, none of them in the German league, so we probably can't use them. We'll quickly go look at the squad. We'll open this preview pack first, and then we'll go look at the squad. It's not going to be, it's Soloth, okay. Wow, he's really, was it last year or the year before that he was like a really good card? He had an inform that was like super insane. Anyway, explain the rules on this first episode then. So, this is going to be really annoying going through all this. So we can't use the transfer market like I've explained. Everyone that we use has to be packed. There isn't like a stipulation on how we get packs and that kind of thing. It's just, if we've got the coins to buy a pack, we are allowed to buy a pack. If we do objectives and that kind of thing, or get rewards from div rivals, squad battles, champs, we can open those packs whenever we want. So we can do as little or as much as we want to earn those packs. If I want to spam SBCs, we can do it. If I want to do some moments, I'm allowed to do them. It's just the transfer market is off limits. There is some objectives, I believe, that do require us to use the transfer market. I think we have to sell some players and buy some players to do those, to finish those objectives and that kind of thing. And I think the weekly objective might be that as well. You have to buy 3 players or 2 players and sell 3 or 2 players as well. So for objectives, we are allowed to do that, but we have to, if we buy players, we have to discard those players straight away. So if we buy someone, can't use them, discard them, complete the objectives, that's the end of it. We're not allowed to, like, let's say we wanted to upgrade our striker, we're not really doing too well with the striker we've got. Unless we pack someone, we're going to have to be stuck with that striker. That's just the way it goes. That is the way the series is. I just thought it's a little bit different to the Philogene series. Of course, we do build meta teams on that Philogene series, and Philogene always has to be in the club as well. So it sort of leans more towards like an English team or a Prem team with English players in there, just so he gets the chem that he needs. So I thought, why not just do something a little bit different? I can use pretty much any players that I want if I pack them. I am going to try and stay away from like the meta teams, so like the what would a meta team sort of be? A Prem team is always meta. Who else would be? Marcus Llorente at right back is another meta player. Maybe Dembele at left wing. That sort of stuff. The players that everyone's always got. This series is supposed to be more of a struggle, and you know, just seeing what we can do with like limited resources basically. And I think on Project Philogene we got some really good cards really early on. I mean, we packed Centurion's Rooney, for Christ's sake, and I mean that card sort of just carried us to where we are now. Even now he's still doing absolute madness for us. So hopefully we get some okay players in the packs, but we don't get Centurion's Rooney again like straight away, because it sort of, I mean, it doesn't kill the series dead, because this one's a little bit harder for us, but you know, I want us to struggle a little bit in these high divisions, play with a team like this that we've got right now, and then come against players who have got similar teams instead of coming up against the meta and that kind of thing. I think it might be a little bit more fun, just to experiment more with different teams, different players, different leagues as well, basically. Throw more women in there, because on my like Road to Glory account we don't really use any women, to be honest, and that's just because of the way the team sort of worked out for us. The team that we've built sort of works because of the people that we've packed, and I just thought this is just an opportunity to experiment, go for some new things, maybe not take it as serious as the Project Philogene one. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I'm going to go look at a couple of objectives now. We'll see what objectives we can complete, and we shall, if we get a couple of packs from it, we shall open those as well. Let's have a look. We're not going to be able to do any of these yet. I'm not going to do anything crazy this episode. We have built 12 chemistry and 18 chemistry, so that's going to be 2 objectives finished already. That's going to get us a catalyst card. There it is. So we have to buy 1 player to get a bronze pack, and we have to list 1 player as well to get another item. We've got to change the club name, that gets us a pack. We've built 18 chem, and we've built 23 chem as well. That gets us some coins. I mean, like I said, coins are only going to be useful for us when it comes to opening packs. And the other thing as well, if we're doing SBCs, we can't use the market to buy the players for the SBCs either. If we don't pack them, we can't finish that SBC. It's as simple as that. The market is off limits for everything apart from objectives, because I think it's a little bit unfair if we can't complete an objective because, or if we can't complete a group of objectives because there's one objective that requires us to, you know, open up or buy players and sell players, sorry. So we will call this Pack to Glory, because that is basically what we are doing here. We're doing a Pack to Glory series, and I'm not sure how many episodes we're going to do a week of this. It's just going to be sort of filler in between the Project Philogene episodes, just because I'm getting a little bit burnt out with them, and I'm getting sort of a division now, and especially with champs around the corner as well, and I was going to try and qualify for that this weekend. It's tending to like a sweat fest, so I think doing these episodes in between, it sort of like breaks it up a little bit. I don't have to sweat as much on this game, because I mean, on this account at this stage, because we've got, you know, we're in Division 10, and the people in Division 10 tend to not be the best of talent. So we'll open these 2 packs, and then I think we are good to end things then. I'm not really expecting us to get anything decent in these, but if we can get something to upgrade the team, that would be lovely. That is another German player there who could always go into the team, Ullman. And then we'll open this last pack. And then, yeah, like I said, we're going to call it for this first episode. It's nothing too crazy. We're not going to play any games in this episode. I just thought I'd explain the series, and then, but it's not like a shock and confusing why there's like a random series now. And yeah, I'll put a link to this episode in the future episodes as well, so people can always come back and have a look at what the rules are, that kind of thing. But I'll probably do like a little recap at the start of every episode like I do with Philogene. And what else is there to really say? I think that is pretty much it. We oh, the other thing as well, while I've just gone on the SBC page, everything's going to be documented as well on this account. On the Philogene one, I sort of sometimes open packs when I'm not recording, or I'll do an SBC when I'm not recording, and then I'll maybe start an episode and go, oh, by the way, we've just packed this guy from doing this SBC, or we've just completed this objective and got this player. Everything I do will be documented somewhere. So if there's a player that I need to do an objective for, I need to play matches on squad battles, I'll record some of the footage from those games and then like put that in, just so it's a bit more detailed and includes you guys a bit more. Because the Philogene one, I think some of the people we've packed and like objectives we've done, I just sort of went, oh look, we've just played these 8 matches to complete this player. Whereas if I show a bit of the gameplay and sort of show you when I've started it, when I end it, I think it adds a little bit more to it. But yeah, that is going to do it for this episode, guys. I hope you did enjoy. Please join me for the next one, where we will be getting in some matches or maybe doing some SBCs, that kind of thing. I will catch you on the next one, hopefully. Have a wonderful day as always, and peace. I remember